Alrighty then, in case you didn't recognize these sultry tones, I am Marshall, you're watching Entertainment Hangover, and welcome to more Injustice 2 crap, because we got a lot this week. We got a lot. So, we got 2 gameplay reveals in Captain Cold, Catwoman, and then every time I walk away, they keep reeling me back in with another part of Shattered Alliances. So that's 4 was this week, 3 was last week, and I think 2 was it wasn't the week before, but it was, I think there were 2 weeks between part 2 and part 3. So they're rolling them out. Don't forget, we are just shy of a month before launch. I think we are, as of this recording, as of April 6th. Also, the fun fact, the day that Shattered Alliances Part 4 came out, I swear I'm on top of this. It's May 19th through, yeah, we're about 5 weeks out. So, without further ado, I'm going to shut up. Well, that's not true. I'm going to continue talking. But let's take a look at Catwoman. Fun fact, inappropriate content for children. DC, don't be gay.
The Gotham City.
If this wants to up-res anytime soon and not be crappy, because I went into full screen, that'd be fantastic. I think I'll have to re-record this, but I am getting a few connection issues. Okay, let's continue.
What?
Sirens! You, me, Kate, and Beth!
It'll never fly.
Just a little quick thing, is that Harley Quinn makes mention to the Gotham City Sirens, who in the comics were a trio of super females with gotta turn myself off. It's Harley, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy usually. Poison Ivy. Ugh, words cannot. So, interesting to see how it's in the Injustice version, at least, she mentions still Selena and Harleen, but then adding Kate and Barbara as well, which is interesting to say the least. I believe Ivy has sided herself with Grodd and sort of the villains, so that might be why she's not mentioning or suggesting Ivy as a potential member. But let's shut up and watch this gameplay. Catwoman, she's very aggressive right here. Gameplay, that was a command grab. But we see most of her gameplay is vaguely similar to her Injustice 1 counterpart. That was a stage transition. Looks like they started in Superman's cell and then went down to what looked like an transformer. So she uses the whip a lot more than just supers, things like that. Also, her character power is literally a cat. I think in the original it made her. Alright, so we see. Go back. One stage, right over Batman. And then she whips him, brings him to her, and then uses meter burn. Oh no. The whip will bring your opponent to you, and then she uses meter burn to do an extra stomp. So she looks a bit more kind of like Cheetah, a much more aggressive in base playstyle. You can see burn your super, using the cycle, and that doesn't look good. Neither does that. Oh, her ultimate. Nice. That was Catwoman. Again, I wouldn't say fairly simple, but we've seen a good amount of it before in the first game. Alright. Let's dive into our new friend, Captain Cold. And then we'll break down part 4 of Shattered Alliances. Yep, that is confirmed as
long story short, I died.
Don't give me your sob story.
What you gonna do about it, chump?
Okay, so that dialogue was weird to say the least. So we see Ollie mention that, oh, by the way, I died. So this it raises a few questions, because we know that in Injustice, Ollie died a very long time ago. I think in year 3, year 2, year 1? I forget when. But he died delivering Superman's super pill sample essentially to the insurgency. But he's been dead. Dinah's not even in this reality anymore. So what has brought them back? Or I don't know. I can't word right now. And also, just things I want to know. Mysteries that want to be solved. All right, so let's take a look at Colt's gameplay. We saw a bit of it, but let's see. Okay, so he has the icicle from the ceiling, kind of like Sub-Zero a little bit. Oh, they are both ice-based. So yeah. All right, so we can freeze in the air. That's cool. The wall ability that I fucking love. My big thing is, let me go back a little bit. If this wall can block projectiles, I will be over the fucking moon. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be disappointed because I actually have hopes for it. So we see him make the wall. Bane makes contact and it shatters. And we know that if you add meter to it, Cold will kick it and it'll travel towards you. So yep, like he just did it right there. And also he makes this weird, like he freezes the air right there, which I kind of don't. You kind of don't see any effects it does. It doesn't look like it's. My first thought was, hey, this will slow people down. Their movement will decrease. But I don't. There's not a huge. There's not a visible difference in movement in here. I know if you check out every time they reveal a character, they do a, or every so often they do a character breakdown on the Injustice 2 live stream. I think it's on their Twitch. I think their Facebook as well. Maybe if not, just Twitch. Or yeah, they do Watchtower streams, which I highly recommend you go check those out and see if you'll like these characters or not. But I want to know what this does. My big two are either it slows down movement speed or speed of projectiles that go through this area, or it's gonna sap away life whenever an opponent's in here. We see the meter burn on him bringing down the ice. Brings in the see him shocked by Adam. Now this is cool. He can jump and create a platform midair and then jump off that, which I think is pretty cool. I remember, God, it was Samurai Showdown back in the Neo Geo Pocket. One of the two characters, even back then when I mained, hey buddy, one of the two characters back then, he had two fighting styles. He had a fire style and an ice style. With ice style, you could create platforms in midair, and when you jumped off them, one, you could also, it allows for mobility. Two, it allows for, what does it do? Oh, when you jump off, the platform will crash down to the ground and it will hurt your opponent if they're underneath it. That's super cool. And we do see that his freeze break is his ground. We see Bane going for a suplex. He's doing essentially a Sub-Zero move directly. He's using the ice puddle. I think we're about to see the ultimate? Yes, we're about to see a super. Which we saw against Superman in the last trailer, but still. I think it's one of my favorites so far.
Careful, you'll catch cold.
Careful, you'll catch cold. Alright. There we can see the victory animation. Cool. So without further ado, let's jump right into Shadow Alliance's Part 4. It'll be on the later side. It's only 2 minutes, kind of like Supergirl's Part 3. But let's take a look. We see Grodd in front of his army. We see Dinah and Ollie doing a little bit of surveillance on the society. Oh, we hold on. Another friendo. I can't really tell. Is that Catwoman? It's Harley. Yep, definitely Harley.
In a few short hours, we break the yoke of oppression. Forever!
My mole in Gorilla City says Grodd's planning something.
Okay. So, Batman legit just saying, my mole in Gorilla City has something planned. I know that something's going down, bitch. So we see Grodd standing upright for once, with Cheetah, Cold, and Bane.
Where, when, we don't know.
Where, when, we don't know. We also see, in case you didn't know, Catwoman is also part of this crew.
When, we don't know.
So my big thing, I mean, that shot with Deadshot walking in, it sort of has inflection, but it is taken out of context. It's a trailer, so there's a mash of audio and a mash of video. So it kind of implies that it's Deadshot the way that that audio plays over this cutscene right here, but I'm pretty sure it's just still gonna be Catwoman. Deadshot, I got suspicious eyes towards, but for me, I'm still putting my money on Selina.
When? We don't know.
Our time has come.
See if you supers go off.
No more regime.
No more.
No more Justice League.
Alright, so it's for me. I'm like, why has he got to point out the regime? I think it's mainly sort of the relationship that Superman and Black Adam had in the Injustice prequel comics. It was, you don't come into my territory, I'll stay out of your affairs, basically. So is Grodd sort of going through the same thing, essentially? Is he sort of well, like, what's going on? I refuse to bow any further. Maybe this is when Superman's regime starts getting back together. We also see the shot of here of one. The Justice League has been in ruins ever since the inception of Injustice, because we were so divided amongst these heroes. Also, this shot of Batman and Superman being here, I'm intrigued that they're in the same room and not trying to kill each other. Ooh, yep, Grodd super. Alright, so we do get I talked about this in the It's Good to Be Bad trailer in the comments, but we were sort of debating. One, Scarecrow died in issue 2 of the Injustice prequel comic. So what's going on here? There's no Scarecrow. And 2, it looks like whenever you fight him, it is the fear gas that makes him look monstrous.
The world welcomes its new masters.
See a bunch of super
The
animations. Society. Okay. So when Grodd says the Society, to me it implies that is the secret society. If you don't know, secret society is the secret society of supervillains. I mean, to be fair, he is comprised of a team of all villains. You could say that, I guess, except for Cheetah, really. The other ones sort of tread the line between good and evil sometimes. Ivy has her moments. Selina is definitely just an anti-hero. Cold can also run the same track. I mean, he is leader of the Rogues, and their one rule is they do not kill. So I'm interested if it's a different society, or are we just legit doing the secret society?
That's a lot more than a few society members. It's all of them.
All of them. So then maybe that implies that the secret society has existed before. I mean, this is DC Comics. At least in the Injustice universe, or the Injustice Earth.
Today, we show the...
Alright, so you can see him, Scarecrow making an escape. Also, he's constantly wearing the mask, so we can't see... One, that is Scarecrow's thing. 2, I just wonder who this new Scarecrow is. Also in the comments talked about, and It's Good to Be Bad, that in part 2 you can see the society on stage. That's where you first see them. That there was one character you couldn't see next to Deadshot, and it can confirm it is Scarecrow. He is in a informal attire, because with that shot, and when I go back and you see it in the last video, I believe, but you see like part of, like, I would say right here on his left arm. You see part of that for like maybe a frame, maybe 2 frames. I can say is Scarecrow.
that we are superior. Today, we bring anyone who would dare stand against us.
So some more cutscene stuff. One, Deadshot loading. It looks like he's gonna shoot the Flash. We see Reverse Flash and Cold working together. I'm pretty sure Reverse Flash is not gonna be his own character. He is going to be just a costume for Flash. So it's slightly disappointing, but it's understandable because you don't want 2 characters of extremely similar movesets. This isn't Smash Bros. Where we can have clones and people are okay with it.
To their knees.
And we see Grodd, it looks like capturing Harley. Or maybe she gets discovered during the recon. Deadshot. I think he shot a Flash, and Deadshot is the man that never misses.
You've overstayed your welcome.
So we see... Oh god, that's a shot of shots. But when we see Grodd talking to Harley, we see Deadshot being grappled by Flash and stabbing himself to get at Barry.
Happy to check out, but you're coming with us.
And then Canary making accusations.
Nice aim, Deadshot.
Just get the job done.
Now that's interesting. That's interesting right there. Because, again, I mentioned Captain Cold is the leader of the Rogues, and one of the rules, they don't kill people. So, yes, I know we can pre-order Darkseid. Jesus Christ, stop it. Stop it. Stop it with Another Realms. I know this already. Alright. So that was bang, bang, bang. That was 3 trailers all back to back. I hope you enjoyed it. My voice is barely here anymore. Oh god. There we go. But if you like this, you can go on and comment down below. Tell me things I missed. Maybe there's something that I was pretty oblivious to. If you like that content, you can like it. If you want to, just see what else comes out, you can totally subscribe. But that's on you. You have your own free will. I hope so. I really hope you do. But other than that, it was wonderful to be here. I will see you folks at a later date. Bye-bye.